Hello everyone. Hope things are going well in the class so far. I wanted to talk a little bit about the schedule. So I want to give you a second if you want to take some time and pause the video and pull out your schedule, and I'm going to talk through it in some of the things that are due and hopefully answer some questions that you might have in terms of the schedule. So take some time now to pull that out. The first thing, I hope if you've noticed that things when they're due and the assignments are due they have listed either they're due to the instructor, which is me, or the advisor. And what that means is if the instructor is listed, that I will be the one that will be grading it and giving you the feedback on that particular assignment or that particular portion of your proposal. I will set it up so that you can deposit your assignment in a forum and in assignments, so that in the assignment one I'll be downloading it and grading it and then uploading it back and giving you feedback, but your instructor, or I'm sorry, your advisor will be able to give you some feedback directly in the forum. It just makes it a little bit easier for that, so that way you can have communication with both of us at the same time and get feedback from both of us. So you should be at this point, you should be well into week 3 and probably moving on for some of you into week 4. You'll see that by the end of this week or by Sunday that you should have your research questions and or hypothesis, and that again will be to your advisors so that they can give you feedback and make sure that you're on the right track with things. By the end of week 4, the rough draft of the problem statement and the introduction is due. At that point, I also I'll start working to give you feedback on those, so that then in week 5, at the end of week 5, you'll have an outline of the literature review that you'll turn in. And then I'll give you the feedback, return the feedback on your introduction and problem statement for you to then turn in a final one at the end of the week on March 31st. So, and again, that's to me, and I will be doing the grading of that. And the purpose of that is so that the advisors don't have to work so much on the portions that I think that I'll be grading, but they can spend their time focusing more on the design and the methods to make sure that those are sound to kind of match your whole research proposal. Excuse me. At the end of week 7, you will have turned in a rough draft of the methods, and again, that's to your advisor, so they can give you some feedback for your on your design. At the end of, you'll see on week 8 and week 9, I think you should be aware of this, is when you'll be doing your presentations. I haven't yet decided the length of the presentations. We have 9 students in the class, and with 9 students in the class, that means even if we split and do 4 presentations one night and 5 presentations another night, if presentations are an hour, then that means that you're going to be listening to presentations for 5 hours one night and 4 hours another, which seems like a long time. So I'm probably leaning more towards a half hour to 40-minute presentations, and with that also including time for questions. So I will let you know that within the next couple weeks. After I sort that out, I'm also going to be working with Beth Kiggins to try to set up some times to practice using Adobe Connect and how to do that presentation through Adobe Connect. So I'll be getting back with you shortly on that information as well. You'll see then on the week of the 21st, the end of the 21st, the final methods is due and the draft of the IRB proposal is due. And I'll be giving you some more information about how to access that in the next couple of weeks as well, to get your IRB proposal through our IRB manager. On week 10, you're still working on your paper and doing some final writes and some revisions. City training is due at the end of week 10 on April 28th. However, that is something that you can do you can start now. I will put the link up in resources for you to access City Training. Some of you may have already completed it through your own facility or university that you might be teaching at. If you have completed it and it's up to date, you do not have to do it again. If you have not, then it is something that you need to complete before you submit to our IRB at University of Indianapolis. Again, it's something you can be working on your own. If you haven't completed, it does take probably 3 or 4 hours. You can stop and start it at any time. You don't have to do it in one particular setting. So if you have time, go ahead and get that started. Then at the end of the semester on May 3rd, everything is due. The complete proposal. Hopefully at that time you've been given some feedback on the various sections so that you're able to now put it all together and turn in a final project. And at that point you will also have submitted to the University of Indianapolis IRB or to your own facility's IRB if the standard operating procedures for your facility indicates that you have to submit to your IRB first. So we'll talk more about that later as well. Then the final thing that is due at the end of the semester is for you to turn in a timeline so you can share with me what your plans are, when you hope to start collecting your data, when you hope to have your data analyzed, when you hope to have your final paper done, and when you hope to present and have everything all done. So I think that is it in a nutshell. Feel free to contact me if you have any questions along the way, either through the course or I do prefer if you email me to do that through the course. It's something that I will be checking, that I check regularly, usually daily, not so much daily on the weekends, but I try, and probably won't get lost there as easily as the information can get lost on my email, because I get hundreds of emails. So anyway, okay, so I think that's it. And again, hope you all doing well. I'm excited to see the projects as they're developing. A lot of great things are happening in this particular class. So look forward to seeing the final product. Talk to you later. Bye.